Install Sketchplorer. As you can see here, there's no download page. That's a clickable link, but it just goes into their research activities. Let's see, just a little bit about them. This is I've already read this. I've already watched this video. Don't see anywhere to actually download this. Good, that's the full paper interactivity, but that's just a PDF. Yeah, it's just a paper. I would love to download this tool that they're talking about. Maybe if I go to this home. No ways to actually download this. That's just a demo. Yeah, I don't see anywhere to download Sketchplorer. Maybe under projects, but no, it's the same thing. Yeah, this is as I feared. Sketchplorer is not actually a product which I can download. Yeah. Let's move on to the second one. Menu optimizer. This is the menu optimizer. I'll go check out both these links. Yeah, this would be great to actually try out, but again, very similar. It kind of looks like this is a research project, not an actual product that I can download and use. That's his jobs, publication. There's the optimizer PDF. Again, looks like a research project. Yeah, I've looked through that multiple times. I just can't find anything to actually download and try it out. So let's go on to see. I knew this was gonna happen, so let's go on and see what happens to the next tools, optimization tools. So this is usability tools, and these are all the next ones, including Optimizely, are going to be full-fledged tools that I can try. So let's install this, a trial session at least. There it is, start free trial, no credit card required. So they say website by removing holes in the conversion funnel. Yeah, this would add to the user experience. And alcohol. Okay, I guess this is just for Unamo or Unamo. And all these other extra things are separate products. This could get expensive very quickly. Then these are all very useful tools. Search engine optimization is very key. Social media monitoring are also very key. Pricing seems reasonable for small businesses. This would be pretty helpful. Conversion. Okay, so I have the conversion Google, you definitely need a solid website beforehand to check this out. So you need a solid website to actually go start tracking the user experience for your customers. Love to see what heat maps are. But I guess for that you would need to install the script. That makes sense. Let's get a 14-day free trial for all of these. Let's check out search engine optimization. Sweet. Okay. Configure campaign for social media or search engine, excuse me. Google's number one. Let's look at United States. Oh, definitely past it. There is. Let's see how far they're gonna let me go with this. Oh, whoops. California. Maybe San Luis Obispo, California. Campaign name. Let's do test. Campaign. Which keywords? Let's say my. Oh, sorry. Let's say my campaign is going to be about a website that sells books. So you look for novels, maybe literature, authors, maybe just titles. Oh, so that's useful. Put a CSV, you can automatically categorize your keywords into groups if they're written with keyword followed by a comma and then group. This could be very useful if you had a pre-prepared list of keywords that you would want your search engine optimization for. Add keywords. That's completed. Let's see, add competitors. Wow, interesting. Interesting. So let's. NPR is quite popular. Haven't heard of these. Guardian's very popular. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Maybe it's because they're free. So this is one of the few limitations of a trial version. Interesting. So if you don't have the trial version, maybe you can add more competitors. Keep track of more of your competitors. Interesting. So that's very good. Okay, we have that going. Again, I'm here just to test out these tools, so I don't know if anything will actually happen considering the fact that I'm monitoring google.com or I'm monitoring some random, words. I'm not quite sure what I'm monitoring, but I will check back in tomorrow to see what happens. So that was search engine optimization. Social media, definitely gonna try that. Interesting. So, direct chat. Let's clear that for now. Interesting. Try it for free. Social media monitoring. Competitor surveillance. Looks like similar to search engine optimization, but monitoring directly how popular you are among social media. Yeah, try that. These tools as well. See basic information about your topic. Books. Actually, that'll be cool. And say novels. Region. United States. I wonder why that's beta. I feel like they should not make United States a beta. They should have made other countries. Maybe not. I don't know. Add keywords you would like to monitor. I think I'll keep about the same. Novels. Add books. Add authors. Again, there's a limit. Probably because of my trial version. Sure, I'll write 2 more titles. No, not tiles. Titles. Maybe if people search for libraries. Library. Okay. That's that. Create topic. Okay, so now it's time to install Verify. We can do that right now. Verify. Let's see. This is their website. And briefly, this is about creating design surveys. So you create websites, website templates or designs that you would do, and then you would do surveys. And it says save time and money by testing pages before you start redoing everything, testing new concepts. So this is more again of designing something, getting feedback, and then seeing how to improve the design and how to do it before you roll it out to full time. And it says fast feedback, simple setup, fast feedback, actionable reports. So let's get signed up for this 30-day free trial. Ooh, all right, $49 a month. Time offer. Most popular plan, best for freelancer, negotiable interrogation, PDF exports. So it's a 30-day free trial on all accounts. Start your own test with a verifier. Ask users a question and choose the type of feedback you would like. Interesting. So let's do that. Again, let's use our common, placeholder for testing, which is just a website for selling books. You buy a book from this site. Did you find, or did you find a reasonable time? Was checkout painless? Oops. say free response and then select a screenshot, but don't have any. So let's do that. Let's save this. Interesting. So this is demographics. So for all these pages, so here we have introduction page. In order to customize this, you need to upgrade collect demographics, which would be very useful. You'd also need to upgrade thanks page, so you can thank you for the people who taken it. Save and define the audience. Let's see what the audience is all about. Open test, Screenify gives it a short URL and shows your test at the end of other verified tests. Public tests are great for spreading on Twitter, blog. That's good. I would do that. Which devices, desktops, wow, they handle all of that. So you can have users test all of your tests on their favorite device and you don't have to do anything. That's a very important feature because I would imagine phones would be quite popular at test meetings. Test duration, 1 day seems fine. And to identify this test as it runs on it, give it a name. So just saying buying books test. Basic questions when buying books. Keep the results private, or you can add your team member, but I have nobody, so I'm gonna say it's just me. Test state upon setting, setup completion, choose what state you want your test. Let's just say live, sure. Save and start the test. No raw data yet. Makes sense. Okay, so you'd have demographics. Again, unlock, and you would get those. Summary. You can change all these. Start the test. That's great. I like this. So then there's the timer ticking down for when the test is live. Purchase results. Set the package for feedback. Interesting. Okay. Buying books test. There we go. Let's see. What else is in here? Multi-click test. Okay. I think it'd be worthwhile to have a fake account, or not fake, a random screenshot of a website. So let me do that real quick. Go to verify and let's upload an image for a multi-page click test. Excuse me. Oh wow, they have capture by URL and notable post URL. Interesting. So you can upload variations of your website too, but then again you need to upgrade and not just have a free version. There's definitely really good features missing that I won't be able to fully test right now. You can run other languages, add a question. Maybe let's just say, is this page too complicated or busy? Think that's it. Oh, you need 2 screens. Great. So that's up. Save and select test editions. Again, introduction page, you need to upgrade. Demographics, you need to update. Thanks page. All very useful pages, but I just don't want to pay for anything. Again, similar thing, open device, close device. Sorry, open test, close test. Same thing as before. Devices, all the good ones been selected. Test duration, same thing. Screen shots. And me, just say select team members. Anyone on this account will be able to view, so you can have multiple people on one account. That's useful. Test state, just say paused, just so we have something different. So it is paused right now. I guess if you click it, it'll be live, but then you can pause it again, and then the timer would stop. Is this page too complicated or busy? I guess you can go click on it. Show notes. There's black and white. Oh, interesting. I wonder why they have a black and white version and that, just to see without any colors, see if there's any of that. Click speed, transfer data, demographics, raw data. That's great. Multi-page click test. Interesting. So, I guess I don't need to go to home. You can just say that's multi-click test, click test, annotate test, memory question test. I don't think I have time in this video to test out every single one of these. Annotate test, memory question test, all these great click tests. So since I won't be going through all these, it might be worthwhile to look through these. So this is where the users click on the screenshot, multi-click test, but there's more clicks, yes, no tests. Do people click where they need to be? Label tests, understand certain labels, memory tests, what do they remember after 5.5 seconds? These are great little parameters for you to take into account when you're designing your initial first design of your website, and you just want to gain some data on, are you going in the right direction? So there's annotate test, what do people think of the screen, the mood test, which I just did for you, memory question test and question test. Do people remember what you want about them? So if you focus on a certain design aspect that you want to be memorable, is that actually memorable? So this is where the question tests come in. These are very great tools personally, but when I bring in my domain expert, which in my case is my father, he will be talking more about will he actually use these, because his job is to, in the end, determine if the clients are going to be happy with their website, since he is the client representative to the developers. He's the one really in charge of deciding whether the user experience was actually achieved as the client wanted it to be. So without further ado, let's go into installing and exploring Optimizely. Let's have the tab right here ready to go. Optimizely, let's try it for free. Let's do it. So here it says let's create a project. Optimizely can be used to run experiments on many platforms. Create a project based on the platform you're using. So here we go. We have web, create web project, full stack, anywhere in your technology stack. So PHP, Python, JavaScript. So you have everything from the front end to the back end here. You can run your experiments through all levels of your website and even go down to mobile, which is very useful. Run experiments native on iOS and Android mobile applications. Run experiment in a native Apple TV. This is new. Wow. Since these are kind of kicking up now, in which technologies incorporate everyday life, such as we have the Amazon Echo, and now we also have our TVs becoming really smart and doing stuff. This would be also an interesting market to run experiments in case you have products there as well. So for us, let's just do a web project. And let's just say book buying site, running theme, create project. So formatting update to the name convention of the analytics. If you're using it as Google Analytics or Adobe Analytics, you will see this change when viewing the strings. Confirm, sure. Welcome to OptimizeTools. It's fast, easy to use. Make changes to your site. Show the new designs to visitors. This guide will help you set up the first experiment while explaining major features along the way. Perfect. Let's do it. So click here, create new. Choose an experiment. Let's click the first one, choose experiment. Name the experiment. Buying books test. That capitalize. Experiment name is buying a book from my site better now. Let's just say I made some changes to the whole buying setup, and I want to see if those changes were actually helpful or neutral, or were they negative? Did they have a negative impact? So where would you run your experiment on? Add your homepage URL. So this again is more about having something already set up, a website, and then using that as your experiment base. But since I do not have websites set up due to time constraints, I will not be doing a create page, or maybe I can just create a new page. Yeah, I do need a URL. This is the similar problem I have with Unamo, where I just do not have a website set up with a full domain name and URL and everything. But still, it's worth exploring these experiments and these tools. So immediately can be activated immediately or conditionally. So again, polling every 15 milliseconds. Callback. Manual, you can just say immediately when you want these experiments to be run. Say you have a very busy site and you just want to run it at night where it's not as busy. This would be a useful feature around that. See if I can create. No, I can't. So let's just go to cancel. Let's just cancel this. Interesting. So what are the other options here? Personalization campaign. Okay, so this is blocked under the free. It's not enabled because I just have a free account. Audiences. Let's do add an audience. Let's see, add campaigns, browser version, cookies, custom JavaScript, IP addresses. These are all that. So create a new audience. Let's say main user base. So these are the main people. The everyday users on this site. Drop a condition. Let's put in an ad. Oh, so if a visitor comes from an ad campaign, I guess the everyday user wouldn't be coming from an ad campaign. That's that. So maybe browser, they would probably come from browser. Anywhere. Firefox, maybe add Chrome. And then for some some of the weirdos out there that might be using Safari and Internet Explorer. Yeah, and also or and conditions. Maybe I'll put language as a or. Say English, any, and if the location is in the United States. Or let's just say England. Sorry, United Kingdom. There we go. Okay, so this is how am I defining my audience. So if they're using any one of these, or they're English speaking, or they're from these two countries or regions and locations. So save those, that audience. Interesting. So that's saved. Those are my audiences. Audience. Excuse me. Don't have many. Tell us about your site. Add a page. I'm guessing this needs a URL. Yep, but this is where if I had a page, I would enter in the name, URL targeting. Settings. Don't forget to set up the cross-origin tracking to track visitors. Actions Optimizely. You'll need to list all the origins where you can run experiments. Okay. Cross-origin testing. Do not include jQuery. Trim. These are pretty advanced. To be completely honest, I wouldn't really know how to mess with these. I would have to be using this tool for quite some time before I would even mess around these default features. And I would obviously also have to have a very used website for this. So this serves more of as a quick tour of all these tools at the disposal. And once again, I'll bring in the domain expert to talk further about how these tools might be used and if they would be used in real life. A little feedback from me personally before we bring in the domain expert is that it was very interesting to know that the previous two tools that I looked through, Menu Optimizer and Sketchplorer, they were focused on actually helping you design while you design. So there were recommendations as you were designing. Whereas now the more current tools are more about not at all helping you with designing per se, but more about you just designing whatever you want to design and then helping you gain feedback on that design to actually determine on your own whether that design was useful or not, whether that design actually got the results you wanted. So I'm guessing that these tools were made for that purpose because it might be just simply too difficult to create a tool that is actually helpful in guiding designers to design something. Rather, they would focus on helping you or helping the designers gain feedback and improve the design that way, because in the end the designer has a final say in what the ultimate design is. And I'm guessing that these modern tools just didn't want to step into that realm of actually trying to guide the designers, because that might be just too difficult and might be a waste of time, since the designer kind of wants to do their own thing. So this was interesting shift in the theme. Now it's more of running campaigns, gaining data, and then kind of having team decisions on what designs to happen. So that was a very interesting point. And maybe that might be actually better. Who knows? That might actually be a better thing for real life scenarios. So yeah, without further ado, let's go bring in our outside experts.